Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Have you ever wondered if it was possible to get burned out from love? To feel so drained by a relationship that it felt like carrying a heavy weight every day? We often associate burnout with work or school, but it can creep into our romantic lives too. Love, when not balanced, can become a heavy load, making us feel exhausted, anxious, and disconnected. Recognizing these signs can be crucial for our well-being and the health of our relationships. So let's talk about it. Here are 6 telltale signs that you're burnt out from love. Number 1, you have nothing left to give. Imagine a cup that's been constantly poured from without ever being filled up. That's how we feel in a draining relationship. When we're burnt out from love, it's not about the number of times we say, "I love you," but the absence of reciprocation. We find ourselves giving more than we receive, not just in terms of effort, but also emotional support and understanding. It's not a conscious decision, but we're so used to giving to this relationship that we forget to fill our own cup. This can lead to resentment and exhaustion. Why? Because we're pouring from an empty vessel. It reminds us of the importance of balance in all our relationships. Just as we wouldn't keep pouring water from an empty glass, we should unpour our love and energy into a relationship that does offer the same in return. Number 2, you start feeling tired with them, not just after being around them. Picture this. You're at a social event with your partner. At first, you're excited. The music's playing. People are laughing. But as the night goes on, your excitement wanes. Suddenly, the lively music sounds like noise, the laughter, a bother. And you can't shake off this feeling of tiredness. Not physical, but emotional. You look at your partner and realize the problem isn't them, but the fact that you've reached a point where being happy around them feels exhausting. This is a critical sign of burnout from love. Your relationship has become more of a chore than a joy. The company you once cherished now feels burdensome. It's not about the time spent together anymore, but how you feel. This emotional fatigue is a signal that your cup is empty. Your emotional reserves are depleted. Maybe you've been putting in too much effort, offering too much of yourself without getting the emotional support or understanding you need in return. Or perhaps there's a lack of balance in the relationship. Whatever the reason, this exhaustion is your body's way of telling you that something isn't right. It's a plea to take a step back, reassess, and refill your emotional cup. Remember, it's not selfish to prioritize your emotional well. In fact, it's essential. Just as you wouldn't run on an empty fuel tank, you shouldn't live on empty emotion. Take the time to recharge, to reconnect with yourself and what you need. Your emotional health is worth it. Number 3, you begin losing your identity. Think about the last time you had to choose between what you wanted and what your partner wanted. Did you automatically put their needs first without a second thought? When we're burned out from love, we often lose sight of ourselves. Our identity, our needs, our dreams, and even our boundaries get sacrificed at the altar of the relationship. We start prioritizing our partner's happiness over our own, to the point where we forget what makes us happy. Maybe it's a hobby we used to love or a dream we're afraid to chase anymore because it doesn't align with our partner's plans. Maybe it's our personal needs and desires that we've stopped prioritizing. This loss of identity is a silent killer of relationships. It erodes our sense of self-worth and leaves us feeling unseen and unheard. We may start questioning who we are, what we want, and where we fit in. This is a cry for help from our subconscious, a plea to remember that we're individuals with dreams, needs, and desires that deserve to be acknowledged. It's a reminder that in a relationship, 2 individuals come together, not two soloists who drown out each other's song. When we're burnt out from love, we have to step back, rediscover ourselves, and communicate our needs. It's about finding that sweet spot where we nurture both the relationship and our individual selves. After all, we cooey pour from an empty cup, and we cooey love fully if we do you and love ourselves first. Number 4, you avoid conversations to keep the peace. Picture this. There's a crack in your wall, a small one that you could easily patch up, but instead, you ignore it, hoping it'll go away. Time passes, and the crack widens. That's what happens when we avoid important conversations in relationships. When we're burned out from love, talking becomes a minefield. Every conversation feels like a potential argument waiting to explode. We stop sharing our true feelings, our needs, our dreams, anything that might stir up conflict. Communication, the glue that holds relationships together, starts to weaken. We stop asking questions, voicing opinions, or even engaging in meaningful discussions. Instead, we resort to keeping the peace, avoiding the truth, and bearing our emotions. But this isn't healthy. Avoiding problems doesn't make them disappear. It only allows them to fester and grow. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of unspoken feelings and unresolved issues. This avoidance becomes a barrier between us and our partners, turning our relationships into battlegrounds where honesty and vulnerability are casualties. When we're burnt out from love, communication is key. It's about expressing our feelings, setting boundaries, and working through conflicts. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Remember, a healthy relationship isn't built on silence, but on open, honest communication. Number 5, you find it hard to trust. Imagine building a tower with blocks. Each block represents a piece of trust in your relationship. As the years go by, some blocks might chip, others might crack due to the wear and tear of life. But if one of those blocks breaks completely, the whole tower becomes unstable. That's how fragile trust is in a relationship. When we're burned out from love, trust becomes our luxury. We find it hard to believe in our partner's reliability, sincerity, and love. Maybe we've been betrayed before, or maybe we've given too much of ourselves only to have it taken advantage of. Whatever the reason, we build walls around our hearts, making it difficult for anyone, including ourselves, to enter. This distrust seeps into every aspect of our relationship. We start keeping secrets, withholding information, and harboring resentments. We may even find it hard to forgive, holding on to past hurts and using them against our partner in arguments. This erosion of trust turns our relationship into a battlefield where honesty and vulnerability are lost. When we're burnt out from love, rebuilding trust is vital. It's about acknowledging the broken pieces, committing to repair them, and never letting go of the glue that holds the relationship together. Remember, trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, and without it, the strongest of towers can crumble. And number 6, healing means reconnecting with yourself. Think back to a time when you were lost in a crowd. You're surrounded by people, yet you feel utterly alone. That's what it's like when we're burnt out from love. We may be in a relationship, but we're disconnected from ourselves and our needs. To heal from this burnout, we must reconnect with ourselves. It's about rediscovering who we are beyond the label of in a relationship. This journey might lead us to engage in activities we love, reconnect with old friends, or seek new experiences that bring us joy. Maybe it's a hobby we neglected, or a dream we put on hold. Whatever it is, it's about making time for ourselves. This process of reconnection is crucial. It helps us understand our emotions, needs, and boundaries better. It gives us the strength to communicate more effectively and set healthier boundaries in our relationships. Remember, healing from burnout isn't selfish. It's about taking the time to nurture ourselves so we can show up as our best selves in our relationships. It's a chance to rewrite our story, one where love doesn't mean carrying a burden, but sharing a journey. Healing from burnout takes time, understanding, and patience. It's about recognizing the signs, communicating openly, and prioritizing your emotional well-being. Remember, you deserve love that nourishes your soul, not burdens your heart. Did you relate to any of these signs? Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to hit the like button and share it with others who might benefit. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.